Let me tell you, you are not loony. Hi YouTube family, I am Cindy from #TheFunbulas and welcome. Today I thought I'd sit down and do a little bit of a chatty video and I hope you like it, and if you do, subscribe, share, and just mention in the comments to me that you're here for the first time, or that you like what you heard, or maybe you need some professional contact that I could maybe help you hook up with. So today I really wanted to talk to you about mental health. Now, society tells us mental health is something you can snap out of or talk yourself through, when actually it's far from that. It really is far from that. Your body is at dis-ease. Mental health is a disease, and your body is at dis-ease. So when you are at dis-ease, you need to do something to get back to ease. And I've taken these few small steps towards mindfulness that, I must say, 2 months ago, the word mindfulness had no real, tangible meaning. It meant for me maybe take a spa day. Maybe have your nails done, Mindfulness for me was those things. And over the past few weeks, mindfulness has become something so different. Mindfulness for me is when I take care of myself, when I get to know myself, when I do something that I know will make me feel good. Something as silly as making sure that my kitchen sink is clean every night. For me, that's mindfulness, because I will wake up and go to bed knowing that it's clean and I'm peaceful. I feel at peace. There's also, I've started walking. And literally, it's just a 30-minute walk every day. It's no big deal, but it brings me closer to the goals I want to achieve for myself. And that is what mindfulness has become for me. It's strange for me that at 40 years old, I don't know things about myself. I'm discovering new things about myself. And this is the mindfulness journey that I have been on, and I felt that I needed to share that with you today. If anyone is going through the struggle of mental illness, let me tell you, you are not alone. Let me tell you, you are not loony. You are not crazy. This is a real thing. Anxiety, depression, it's a real thing. And if you do not treat that, you are not being kind to yourself. When you have a headache, you drink a headache tablet. When you have anxiety, there are things you need to do to address it. Now, anxiety has wanted to be my friend for many years of my life. I cannot even start to explain to you how anxiety has ruled my life. And I would explain anxiety for me, the Cindy definition of anxiety, as I would be thinking about what if this happened, and then what if that happened, but not for today or tomorrow, like in a week, in a month's time. I used to say, I'm always 10 years ahead of myself. And that was my definition of anxiety. Your mind plays tricks on you. You are computing all sorts of what if situations, and that it steals your peace. And mindfulness has become peace for me. It's where's the peace? Go follow the peace. And the last thing you need to do is have your peace stolen. So what I've done to help myself to move closer towards mindfulness is I downloaded an app called Pillow, and that app helps me wake up at the right time. Now, forever and a day, I have been waking up and just spinning. I, I, I get out of bed and I'm straight into the day. I'm filling the washing machine. I'm sweeping this. I'm picking that up. I'm all over the show. And for the past week and a half, I have set an alarm to wake up at 6:30. But I've used this app called Pillow, where it actually tracks my sleep and the quality of my sleep. And it's ended up being such an insightful exercise. I'm starting to go to bed on time. It is a struggle because I'm always busy and there's always more to do, which is also anxiety related. And I schedule myself time to sleep. That is taking care of yourself. That is giving yourself that is mindfulness. So I have scheduled myself a certain amount of hours to replenish, restore, refresh. And I wake up at 6:30, which I know is not very early to a lot of us. But for me now during lockdown, it's been really hard to wake up before then. Wake up at 6:30, the house is quiet. I move from my bedroom into my living room. I make myself a cup of tea, which is boiling water in a teacup, tea. And I just sit and take a breath, spend time with God, speak to my Maker, my Savior. Maybe not even speak to Him, just sit and welcome Him into my day, welcome Him into my house, welcome His presence all around me. And since I've been doing that, my days have been so beautiful. I have no other word to describe it, but my days have become productive. My days have become happier. My days have become easier. The other thing I do is to take a 30-minute walk every day. Just 30 minutes. Google Fit has a paced walk where it just counts down in your ears at what pace you should be walking to just get your heart rate up a little bit. It isn't hard, so I use paced walking, and some days I do 5 kilometers of walking, and I feel amazing. These are the things I tell myself I do not have time to do, and mindfulness has brought me towards being able to walk for 30 minutes. It is not a lot. Just 30 minutes scheduled in my calendar. When it pops up, I get up and I do it. The other thing I've done is when I'm sitting at my desk for work, and I'm currently working from home because of COVID-19, but when I sit at my desk to work, I set a 45-minute alarm. I let it count down. When 45 minutes are up, I get up for 15 minutes, stretch my legs, talk to my daughter, check my phone, and then I come back for another 45 minutes. And it can be hard to not check my phone, but I'm not hard on myself. I just would like to not check my phone because I would like to focus on the tasks at hand. And I feel so much more productive, so much more put together. It's amazing. These little things that I have done that made me move more towards taking care of myself, towards being peaceful, towards following the peace. Now, added to that, mental health needs more than just one thing. Mental health needs, yes, medicinal fixes. It doesn't always need medicinal fixes because sometimes exercise can serve as a medicinal fix, but it can need a medicinal fix. And the one thing that I want to just emphasize is that we don't have to feel shame about taking a tablet. We don't have to feel shame. When we have a headache and we take a tablet, we do not feel shame about that. But in order for this whole thing to work, you cannot just pop a tablet and think, I'm taking care of my mental health and everything will be a-okay. No. No, 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 no. You take medicinally what you need to take, what you've been told to take by a professional. Secondly, you do the things that help you find your peace. You wake up at the same time every day. You inhale, take deep breaths. You take a walk. You hug yourself. You do the things that make you feel worthy, that where you can love yourself. But thirdly, you need to find out where all this stems from. I speak to a psychologist, a clinical psychologist, on a very regular basis, and the things that come up is you would never think that thing could have sparked all of this now. The one other thing that worked wonders for me is I went on the encounter camp for women. It is now called the Turning Point Camp for women on with Word of Faith, my church. And there's a segment it's a weekend, and there's a segment in that weekend where they help you to look back. Looking back is important. As much as you know where you want to go, you do need to know where you come from. There are things in the past that you need to address. There are things in the past that you need to forgive yourself for. There are things in the past you need to forgive other people for. There are things in the past that you need to recognize are there. And so when I talk to my clinical psychologist, I now am struggling with something that started more than 7 years ago. I've moved on from that group, that circle already, and now it is affecting me. Now I'm getting anxiety about it. And I felt that to be so strange. So the importance of looking back, I can't stress it enough. We need to know where these things come from so we can stop them and cut them off and deal with them, so that what we are taking medicinally and what we are doing to feel good in the moment, to follow the peace, so that it all comes together and we are the great human beings that God created us to be. God created each one of us with something so special that nobody else can copy. And with all of these things in the past, we are packing on top of that person that God wants us to be and God made us to be. So let's think about it this week. Let's think about, what do I need? Where am I at? Following the peace. Is there peace? Within you, within me, is there peace? And if there isn't peace, there is so much you can do. There are so many resources, and I want to give a shout out to the counselors, the pastors, the psychologists that help people through this every day. Don't feel shunned. Don't feel shy. Don't feel ashamed. Work through it and become amazing, because you were made to be amazing. And just on that note, I would like to leave you with this. Hebrews 13 and verse 5, the last part of verse 5 says, and this is the Message translation, I will never let you down. I will never walk off and leave you. And I mean, that's a beautiful promise right from our Maker. And so at this point, I will say goodbye. And I hope you enjoyed this talk. And I'd really love for you to share with me how you feel. Let me know if you've been on this journey. Give me some advice of what you have done that has worked well for you. Because let me tell you, I am on a journey. I'm nowhere near completing that journey, because I know that there's so much more in store for me. There's so much more of a brilliance inside of me, and those layers, I just want to take them off. So as I say goodbye, have a look at my fitness numbers for this week. I hope you enjoy it. God bless you all and have a beautiful and safe week.